What's up, guys? You're watching another episode of Ball Sports. Enjoy. What's up, guys? Got another episode of Ball Sports for you. Today, I'm be going into the Masvidal and Usman fight. It'll be happening about a week from now. So I'm a little late on getting the video out. Kind of been behind on everything. But I want to give my take on what was going on and how I think the fight would pan out. First of all, you got Jorge Masvidal, who's a journeyman in the UFC, and I don't mean that in a bad way. This guy's fought a lot of good people. He's fought a lot of bad people. He's had his ups and downs. You know, he gave Darren Till, I think, his first loss. Knocked Ben Askren out in 5 seconds, obviously. Beat the hell out of Nate Diaz. And recently he lost to Usman, so this will be the second fight between them two. Usman undefeated in the UFC. I think he got choked out once early on in his career, but he's technically undefeated, if you want to ask me. Hasn't really been given a test at all. He just beat Gilbert Burns, and these two decided to run it back. Overall, I think Usman is the better fighter all around. Guy can stand and strike. He can take you to the ground and punish you. We've seen him beat the hell out of Tyron Woodley in his prime. This guy can do about everything in the octagon, so I do think Usman is the better fighter. Jorge, he's kind of a little unorthodox, though, and that's cause for concern on Usman's side. The first fight, it was very boring. Not a lot happened. Usman basically the whole time put Jorge up against the cage, stomped on his foot, gave him a couple strikes. That was about it. When they were standing, I feel like Jorge got the better of the exchanges. Obviously, these guys are both the same weight. They don't really look like it. Usman looks like he's cut. He looks like an action figure, NFL running back, whatever you want to say. Usman's built like a monster. And Jorge, I feel like, has the better resume between the two, but I do think Usman is the better fighter. The second time around, it's going to be interesting. You know, Masvidal in the first one, he had 7 days notice to come in, cut 20 pounds, and fight Usman. And didn't get finished. 5-round fight, did not get finished. So I'm curious to see how Jorge is going to be with a full training camp. Should be very interesting. I think Jorge is going to make a couple adjustments. I think him being fully hydrated and having at least, I think he had a month and a half to get ready for the fight. I think him having that month and a half is going to make a significant difference in his fighting style and how he's going to go about it. Fought his ass off for a 7-day notice. I mean, he really did. He put on a show for a 7-day notice. And I expect with a full training camp, I think it's going to be a really good fight. Masvidal's got to turn this into a striking exchange if he wants to win. He can't get pinned up against the cage again. He can't go to the ground. The only way Masvidal can win this fight is standing up. And that's where I come to the concern is Usman could probably win the fight standing too. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. Usman can stand. Usman can wrestle. Usman can clinch you. Not saying that Jorge can't, but Usman's better than Jorge at it, and that's just facts all around. I mean, Jorge knocks people out, and Usman does it all around. He might choke you out. He might clinch you and start kneeing you and giving you some sharp elbows. Or he can stand with you, or he can slam you. It just all depends on who he's fighting. His recent fight with Gilbert Burns, they both stood there and swung at each other for the most part. And that was because they were both really good wrestlers. Now, if you know that Jorge isn't, not that Jorge isn't a good wrestler, but he's not an elite level wrestler. I mean, he's a boxer for the most part, a kickboxer at that point. You're going to take him to the ground. If you know you're better than him on the ground, you're going to take him to the ground. You're going to see what you can do there. Especially knowing that Jorge has got the power to put lights out. He's put some top-level names out. And the second fight, I will give you my little prediction. I think Masvidal edges out. And I say that with a little weary in my voice, like I'm not quite sure. This fight is actually quite interesting. You never really know what's going to happen between these two. I expect it to be a good fight. I don't expect Masvidal to knock him out. I really don't. I think it'll be a decision win. I think it'll be a really close decision win. I'll say that. I'll give Jorge 3 rounds to 2. Championship fight. It'd be good to see Jorge get him a belt besides a BMF belt. But it should be a good fight. As long as Jorge can keep it standing, he'll have the advantage. With a full training camp, I think Jorge does do better, and I think he edges it out slightly, giving Usman his first loss in the octagon. Like I said, I like both fighters. I'm just giving my opinion. Who knows? I'm just giving my guess on who I think's gonna win. And I say Masvidal by decision, by a close decision. Well, let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And thanks for tuning into the video if you got this far. I'm out.